for tonight's contest between the Olympic Trojans and your Klahowya Eagles. As members of both the Olympic League and the WIAA, we are committed to sportsmanship and fair play. Please be sure to keep the comments positive and let the players play, the coaches coach, and the officials make the calls. We're glad you're here tonight and we appreciate your support, so enjoy the game. Your officials for tonight: John Lambert, Dave Preston, Scott Freifels. Yes, he's related. The Trojans are coached by Lori Shaw, Al Valencia, Kelly Bazzaretti, Daryl Davis, and Jim Zinter. The Eagles are coached by Don Farrell and Sam Fletcher. This time we ask that you please rise for the national anthem as performed by Allison Page. For the Trojans, 5'10" junior number 24, Ashley Payne. For the Eagles, 5'4" sophomore number 20, Marina Harper. For the Trojans, 5'3" senior number 3, Malia Lagat. For the Eagles, 5'5" junior number 15, Sally Fletcher. For the Trojans, 5'4" senior number 5, Savannah Katavis. For the Eagles, 5'10" senior number 21, Tracy Landro. For the Trojans, 5'7" senior number 11, Monica Finney. For the Eagles, 5'7" senior number 33, Elise Peterson. For the Trojans, 5'8" senior number 33, Jalen Halstead. For the Eagles, 5'9" senior number 22, Allison
Welcome to West Sound TV presents high school basketball, and we're at the Eagles Nest at Klahowya Secondary School as the Klahowya Lady Eagles host the Olympic High Lady Trojans. We want to thank the KidSapSun.com for streaming the game live. Spencer Anderson on the stream for you. Our camera person tonight is Marianne Mabbitt. And on the other microphone with me, Kitty Campagna, and I'm the doctor, Doc Parr. And Kitty, they had the senior night out there, only 3 seniors for Coach Don Farrell, and they have had a pretty good season. And of course, Lori Shaw, coach of the Olympic Lady Trojans, they got another opportunity to head towards Yakima.
They certainly would love to do that, and both of them are guaranteed a spot in this sub-district. The Olympic ladies are in 3rd place right now. Should they win this game, they will control their own destiny and make sure they're in 3rd place, one of those that goes on to districts for sure.
And Olympic starts with a tip-off, and in the blue, Klahowya in their white and black and green. And for the Lady Trojans, Malia Lagat sends it down inside. We've got Savannah Quatavis, okay. Monica Finney, Ashley Payne, and Jalen Halstead out there. And the shot clock down to 3, but a 3 for number 3, or number 5. That was Savannah.
Savannah Quatavis, she's been hot lately, lots of points and averaging 10 points a game.
Out there for the Klahowya Lady Eagles, we have Sally Fletcher, Marina Hartford, Tracy Landrum, Ellison Page, and Elise Peterson for Coach Don Farrell.
Those of you who read about Tracy Landrum's broken finger, it's still broken. It didn't heal miraculously. She is starting tonight because of senior night, and I don't think we'll see a lot of Tracy.
Well, she took the shot, and Klahowya gets the board, keeping it alive for her.
Now, where you will see Tracy is out on the tennis court, where she's the 2-time defending champion of the 2A singles tennis. So I would like to see her play someday.
And we certainly hope that
here she comes.
We certainly hope that her finger will heal in the next few weeks, because tennis season's going to start pretty soon.
Well, my guess is, knowing to be that good, she's been playing tennis through the broken finger.
And in to replace Tracy is number 10, Annie Lever. Klahowya shot off, rebound to Savannah Quatavis. Just underway in number 1, and the Trojans up 3-0.
Now, what we failed to tell you, while Tracy was out there, she has been accepted to Air Force full ride scholarship. So it's Air Force versus Navy, because number 3, Malia Lagat, has been accepted into the Naval Academy.
Oh boy, that's great. And she'll be down there with Sam Byers from Kingston down in Colorado.
And the gentleman from Squim, their quarterback, Frank Catelli, is also going to Air Force, I read.
Sam and Frank are going to be
on the same team? I know. That's going to be pretty bizarre.
Wonder where they're going to put Catelli. They're going to run Sam as a tight end.
They said he would be defense. He's in the secondary.
Okay. Always is good to get a quarterback in there in the secondary.
Well, and that's where Sam plays as well when he's playing defense. So
I want to see Sam, though, in that tight end position. I love tight end.
That should be exciting. Now, Klahowya right now has 5th place locked up. They will be playing Thursday at Foster, whereas Olympic is looking to play at North Mason. They're not so thrilled about going to that particular gym at the moment, but they are thrilled to be in 3rd.
And with it out there is Ashley Payne, number 24. Ashley, a junior. Takeaway, good takeaway by Elise Peterson, but toe on the line. So Olympic will bring it in, but only 6 seconds left on the shot clock.
I didn't know they wouldn't reset. Okay.
Look at that. Let's see, are they going to score? Yes, indeed. 2 points at the buzzer.
Savannah scoring all 5 points for the Trojans so far.
And now I could say number 5 with 5 points.
There you are.
Klahowya's had a good season this year. They have really, in the past couple of years, really developed. And with so many, just 3 seniors on this team, they've got a lot of underclassmen to look forward to.
Definitely, and when I talked to Coach Farrell, he said his big scorer should be Annie Lever. Oh, Tuda Malia.
Malia Lagat with a nice driving layup there. It's a 7-0 lead here right off the bat for the Olympic High Trojans.
Now this is a sophomore who they have at point guard, Marina Hartford. Annie and Sally are some of his big scorers, and they're juniors.
Inside, nice play inside. They've made a couple of nice passes to get it into Annie Lever, but she's got to go against Ashley Payne down there and Jalen Halstead.
Ashley is tough underneath. I saw her take away a rebound already tonight. She's just got such strong hands.
Inbound for the Eagles. Out beyond the 3-point line. Shot is good for 3 for Sally Fletcher.
Coach Farrell will like that. He said, should she get her shooting touch, that would be a nice thing to see.
4-minute mark here in quarter number 1, and it's a 4-point lead for the Trojans. 7-3. Ball tapped out by Klahowya, so Olympic will get the inbound. 14 seconds on the shot clock, plenty of time.
Some good defenses out there, because we've seen it go down to the final second on the shot clock many times already.
Into Lagat.
Good passing.
Deep inside to Halstead. Shots off, but she ends up with the ball, drives the glass and puts it through. Good hustle that time by Jalen Halstead.
Well, Jalen's been fighting the flu this week, and so I stayed my distance from her. I promised, Doc.
And Lever's shot is off. Is it lever or lever?
Lever.
Lever, okay. I will correct my pronunciation. Like the famous Kia Sportage. That one used to kill Larry Rowe. 9-3 for the Trojans here at number 1. Nice pass by Payne to a breaking Jalen Halstead. And Coach Don Farrell is going to call a timeout. It's an 11-3 lead at the 3:08 mark for the Olympic High Trojans. And now we should put a little star on that 3rd place for Olympic. That's minus Bremerton High girls, who are a 3A school and not a 2A school.
So 3rd seed is more how they're actually putting it out of the 2A, but you are correct. 2A. You are correct. And as Coach Farrell told me, they would actually be tied with Port Townsend, but since they are a 1A school, they don't count in that 5th position.
And I believe Port Townsend had to finish ahead of or tied with 3 of the 2A teams to make their postseason.
That or pay someone, I don't know. They're crazy. I looked at tried to read the 3A stuff, and the win is worth 1.5. If it's a 3A team, it's worth 2 points.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
Sounds like bridge.
Sounds like calculus to me.
Little full court press here by the Trojans. Lever with it. Gets it across. Nice job. But ball knocked loose, and Malia Lagat comes away with it for Olympic. Down court, Quatavis.
New into the game for Klahowya, number 5, a junior, Michaela Grosier.
And it's going to be Klahowya ball. 2:39 left to go in this first period. And Glazier will be inbounding again. Full court pressure. Comes into Marina Hartford. Back to Glazier. Now there is no 10 seconds to worry about. And nice job that time by Glazier, getting it right up the center of the court, across court. Ball knocked loose again though. So far some pretty good hands on defense by Olympic.
Tough defenses out both these teams. Olympic certainly getting some practice with that press, something they'll need in the playoffs. Districts, sub-districts, all the above.
Lagat with it over to Quatavis. Shot is off, and Klahowya almost had it. Over and back, they're going to call that in Savannah. And so Klahowya will get the ball with 2 minutes left to go in number 1.
Francesca Toporco, number 15, a junior, also into the game for Olympic right now. And I think we have, nope, that was Monica Finney. She's gone blonder on us since. They should be required to tell us that ahead of time.
And Lever down in the corner. Pretty tight D there by the Trojans. And almost knocked loose, but the Eagles will maintain possession, but only 7 seconds left on the shot clock.
Toporco underneath at 5'3", so certainly there's some size advantage if they work it right, but
4
she
seconds.
is tough.
Needs to go to the board, and Michaela Glazer gets her ball kind of knocked off. Olympic working it around outside. Oh, Payne with a nice turnaround move. Shot is off. Good rebound by Lever, and they're going to tag Ashley with the first foul tonight.
Doc, I wrote down the name for Michaela. It's Grozier.
Oh,
I wrote it down
okay.
wrong. It was not your fault. I will take full blame for that.
Okay, Grozier instead of Glazier.
Yeah, that happens when we hand copy.
1 minute 10 left to go here in the first period. 11-3 lead for the Trojans.
Couple seniors take a seat, and new people in for Klahowya. Corey Holt, number 23. Grozier trying to find an opening down court, but there isn't one.
Yeah, luckily on this one that there isn't a 10-second clock. They make it across, but ball gets taken away, and it's Jalen Halstead with it.
Finney passes it ahead.
Over to Legat. Oh, almost knocked loose, but Olympic maintains the possession.
Good anticipation by Corey Holt. But
Halstead with the long outside three is good.
Remember, she doesn't feel well. Just amazing.
And we know she's a three-point shooter.
Already 7 points for Halstead this evening.
Now there are 2 Klahowya Eagles down the other end of the court when there are 4 Olympic defenders on this side of the court. So far they have not been able to find that mismatch. Oh, and that's it. At the end of the first quarter, the Olympic High Trojans lead 14-3 over the Klahowya Eagles. Well, good start by Olympic.
Definitely, they are playing really tough defense. They've had 3 3-pointers already, or actually only 2. One by Kutavis and one by Halstead, but Halstead's had some easy buckets underneath, and they've done a really nice job out there. But I talked to Coach Shaw, and she said, I've told these girls this is theirs to win. They have to take care of things. They have to take care of those little things and things that they need cleaned up before they get to sub-districts and districts.
Now, do they have a makeup game before subs Olympic?
This is the last game of
last.
all these.
Oh, okay, so no
boys,
more makeup
girls,
games
all
for
the above.
The Olympic League.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy night. Kingston plays North Kitsap for their final one. Port Angeles against Squim. Then you have Bremerton playing North Mason is the other one. But then you got all the boys' final ones, and that's huge. The big game is Port Angeles against Squim. And whoever wins that will be the number 2 seed and get to play here at Klahowya.
Sub-districts begin Friday, February 10th here at the Eagles Nest.
For the boys. The girls are actually on Thursday.
That's
the
right.
9th.
And as you mentioned earlier, down at the home of the Bulldogs in North Mason.
For Ole if they end up number 3. Now, if they end up number 4, oh, you're right. No, if they're number 4, I'm not even finding it. They're like up in Sumner. They're in Sumner.
Okay.
And if it's Tuesday, it's Helsinki. So off we go.
Second quarter underway, Olympic with it. Legat down the corner and takeaway by Annie Lever.
number 10, the senior Alyssa Hutchinson, into the game for Olympic.
And Jalen Halstead with another takeaway. Nice dish to Legat. Shot is short, and Klahowya will come away with it.
Quincy Rouse gets that.
Klahowya's got to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, you at least have to shoot the ball to have an opportunity to score.
And there's the shot. It's off the iron, and it's going to go out off of Klahowya. Olympic will get the inbound.
Shania Anderson, a sophomore, number 40, playing for Olympic. And our officials this evening are John Lambert, Dave Preston, and Scott Kreifels.
Driving into the paint, and Olympic will go back out front for the long outside attempt. Rebound pulled down by number 20, Marina Hartford. She's got a couple of good rebounds.
Yeah, listed at 5'4". It's again just a positioning thing. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Klahowya continues to run its offense.
Boy, there is hardly no room to get it inside. Nice drive that time by Corey Holt.
Well guarded by Courtney Burley.
And that's about what you have to do, is tightly guarded as Annie Lever was down low. Either that or hit that outside jumper.
Well, Olympic doesn't have a whole bunch of height. The tallest person they have is Ashley Payne. Well, Alyssa Hutchinson at 5'11", but so they have to learn how to guard closely.
And Quincy Roos with that one. That's Quincy. And there again, they're trying to get it into Annie, and you can't blame them for that, but Olympic's doing a great job at knocking the ball loose.
Legat decides to drive and loses the ball.
Oh, and it's going to go to Klahowya.
She met up with a couple bodies on the way to the basket that time.
And you can tell Sally Fletcher was just hoping that Olympic, it would go out after it touched Olympic there, watching that end line. 14-3 still, 5:28 mark here in number 2.
Coach bringing out Annie Lever.
And here again, Hartford bringing it across. Hartford's only a sophomore.
The difference you see from a couple years ago with this Klahowya team is incredible.
Ooh, Allison Page actually had this half step and shoulder. She could have gotten down there.
Ooh, Alyssa Hutchinson down.
Man, Klahowya maintained possession. Hartford with it.
Whole 30 seconds again. Olympic with a very tough man-on-man defense.
Yeah, look at that down low. Great job on D by Alyssa Hutchinson. She's really working hard down there.
Allison Page called for the travel. Going up against the taller player, Allison listed at 5'9", Alyssa at 5'11". I think Allison gets an extra inch or two added just for the knee brace. She has worked through quite a few injuries over the years.
Oh, good job by Hartford. Yeah, they're going to say she stepped on the line, so Olympic will maintain the possession with 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Tried to take it off of the foot of Courtney Burley, but hit her while she was on the line.
Oh, good effort by number 23 for the Klahowya Eagles, Corey Holt, but Klahowya still has it. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Or Olympic has it, excuse me.
Three seconds.
2. And finally the ball goes up. Shania Anderson saw the clock was running down and had to take a tough shot. Still 14-3, no points scored, almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter.
Yeah, this looks like the nerves of an early game in the season.
Again, a good idea, good play. They just couldn't quite complete it.
Well, and this Klahowya team does miss Tracy Landrum. She's listed
Yeah.
at 5'10" and a force underneath that basket.
Oh, big rebound inside by Monica Finney, and she will get a trip up to the free throw line. This is only our second foul tonight so far.
Oh, you're right. Wow. They must be tired. Both, I know Olympic played last night, and so did Klahowya. So these girls are a little worn out with their makeup game.
And first shot is off for Monica. Ashley Payne back in, and Alyssa Hutchinson coming out. She did a good job down low on the defensive end.
Well, and that's nice for Coach Shaw to be able to sit some of her starters and have such good backup right there.
Drops for Monica. 15, our first point here in the second quarter, goes to Monica Finney. Again, good D by Halstead.
Jalen does so many things right that you don't even notice. You think of her as a big scorer, but there's so much else she does.
And Klahowya corrals it there. 3:21 left to go here in the first half.
Gotta like that Klahowya's still running, doing a good job.
And good turnaround, little off, but that was a good idea. That was about the shot they were given.
It was.
It wasn't much else there. Oh,
Give
nice
and
pass.
go.
Yeah, good job, Halstead to Payne.
Payne averages 13, and those are her first 2 points of the evening.
Nice drive. Oh, there we go. Klahowya on the board here in the second. Corey Holt, and that's the way to do it. Turn that shoulder and drive the iron.
Thought it was going to ring out of there.
Finney takes the move into the glass, and she'll get fouled, and another trip to the free throw line for Monica.
You know, Hartford got her money's worth on that particular foul. They say when you're fouling them going to the basket, you don't want them to score, and that would have been a phenomenal shot had she scored.
That is correct. Ooh, that was a good-looking free throw. We got new players, a couple new players coming in for the Eagles and for the Trojans. Lever and Fletcher back in for the Eagles.
Starting guards Lagat and Quatavis also in.
Second one, 2 for 2 on this series for Monica at the free throw line. And timeout for Klahowya with 2:24 left to go in the half, and it's a 19-5 lead for the Olympic High Trojans.
Well, I think both of these teams have seen times where big leads have gone away. So, you know, even though Olympic has a pretty good-sized lead right now, if Klahowya can get some things going, and both teams do look tired. They definitely look like they had a game last night.
Should I ask where the Bremerton High girls team is going to go after the regular season? They will end up, I believe, either tied at 1 or 2 in the Olympic League.
Correct, and I don't know. I don't know how that sub-district works. They had up, when I looked most recently, they had last year's up, so it didn't really help me.
But we do know coming up in the 4A West Central District, no sub-district, the Central Kitsap girls and boys both get a first-round home game.
I know, that's perfect for us, and that it will take us right over to Silverdale.
That'll be great on Tuesday, February 14th, and it's the boys' game, and the
Correct.
15th, Wednesday, will be the girls' game. And that'll be fun.
In between that, we'll have the 2A action of the boys with
Yep.
Kingston, the #1 seed, right here at the Eagles Nest. We're just going to set up shop, do our own little nest.
Yeah, see if Todd provides food.
Ooh, that'd be good. Or tentage, like some of the Occupy groups wanted.
Todd Winters, the AD here at Klahowya.
That goes off of an eagle, comes into the Trojans. I still like the movement that they have and how, even though they may not be getting the shots, because it is a tough defense by Olympic.
Finney with it now for the Trojans. Back to Ashley Payne. Over to Lagat.
Now, a couple of these names you've heard in volleyball, because Ashley played some volleyball. Monica Finney with volleyball.
Good defense that time by Klahowya, but it's going to go out of bounds off the Eagles. So the Trojans will get the inbound.
Oh, and they get a full clock again.
Payne with it, driving the paint. Put it down for 2 for Ashley Payne.
Last year when Ashley was a sophomore, Coach Shaw was singing her praises, what an athlete she is, and you saw it on that drive.
And you know, we saw some of that at last season's district playoffs. She really seemed to come alive as far as taking the power move inside.
Well, she did have some help underneath with Shannon,
Yep.
but that, you're right, she drove quite often.
Ooh, in and out for Corey Holt. 1 minute left to go here in first half.
Payne's having some fun taking it the distance.
Got it to Quitavis, who sends it over to Lagat. Back out to Monica Finney. And Savannah. Oh boy, that one's worth 2, but it was close to being a 3.
Oh, and they did a really nice job of screening, because Sally Fletcher was supposed to be out on her, and she had to work through several screens. Good in and out attempt.
They found the open person. Shot is off just barely, though, for Holt. Oh, Payne doing a little fancy dribbling out there. Finally pulls up at the free throw line.
Well, you know, once you hit college, 5'11's a guard. You really do need to be able to handle the ball.
6'2 is a guard.
Well, at Stanford it certainly is.
Well, that's the women's game.
I know, that's what I'm talking about. I know we short people just have to have our own leagues, which is...
The under 6 foot league. 11 seconds left to go in the game, or in the first half, not the game. And this time Ashley Payne will get a trip to the free throw line, and she will get 2.
We're up to 3 fouls on the Eagles and 1 on Olympic tonight.
Yeah, and that's 2 on Marina. Ooh, in and out. Nobody really in foul trouble with 3 team fouls on Klahowya and only 1 on Olympic.
And I don't think they've not called it right, you know? They really aren't fouling so much.
Second one goes in for Ashley, 24-5. 5 seconds here. Klahowya has an opportunity, but they got to get it up, and they did not. Unfortunately, the shot needed to be taken by Corey Holt. There wasn't quite time to work it inside to Annie Lieber. And at the end of the first half here at Klahowya, the Olympic High Trojans lead the Lady Eagles 24-5.
Doc, these Olympic girls look like they know what this game means, that it is going to assure them a spot in districts. And the fact that they're just playing such tough defense is going to prepare them for anybody.
Well, we want to thank you for tuning in. We want to thank the KidsAtSun.com/Game of the Week, GOTW, for streaming it live. Spencer Anderson on the computer for us tonight. Marianne Mamet doing camera for us. Kitty Campagna on the other microphone. And I'm the doctor, Doc Park, your West Sound TV. And we'll have a second half for you coming up shortly.